yours, man.
All right. Well, I first want to start off is that you can't just wake up one day and saying that you're going to enlist. You have to have a reason on why you want to enlist for the armed forces. For my reason is that I wanted to protect and serve the country. And when the military is looking for in an individual is somebody who has honor, integrity, and decency, as well as a great work ethic and willing and putting others before themselves every day. But apparently, the military is not looking for people with those characteristics. Instead, they prefer psychopaths that would storm the U.S. Capitol that they were sworn to protect.
Oof. So that's a hitter.
I know, right? You and I
So,
cheating.
like Zach, exactly where are you? Sorry, wordplay. What exactly went down when you were trying to go into the armed forces? You know, to serve your country. What was the downflop of why they desired to like let you go? Like, what happened with that? Like, why aren't you capable or reaching the requirements that they so far?
Well, I'm just gonna give you my whole story about what happened to me. It all started when I went to the recruiter station, and when I got home, I got a phone call from him saying that I probably can't enlist because I'm diagnosed with ASD, which stands for autism spectrum disorder. But he told me that I would be allowed to take the ASVAB, go through the medical procedure, see if I get qualified for a waiver. So I took the ASVAB, they took all my paperwork, and they sent it up to MEPS, and I went for my medical procedure. Once I was done, I passed everything. And then on my way home, I told my dad I passed everything they asked me to do. And my dad also said that the only thing that I can think they could hold against you is your mental behavior when you were 8 years old. To me and my dad, we thought that would be unethical because that was 12 years ago, and I was 8 at the time. 12 years ago, and I was 20 at the time. So then 2 days later, I got called back to the station, and this is what the recruiter told me. I wish every recruit was as dedicated as you, but you have been disqualified.
That's ludicrous. So, like, they
Don't get me
desired
started.
they desired to go as deep as to your what would be considered Youthian days of mental dysfunctional issues. They decided to go as far as that and let that be the judgment of like your approval into the military. That doesn't make any sense because you met the requirements. Theoretically speaking, you have met the requirements of what they were looking for and how you should be point of view. You have even went above and beyond to prove that you have the capabilities and the the ability to do what you are trying to do. But they held against you something that I didn't even know they did. I didn't think that they would go as far as looking that deep into your history. Because if that's the case, man, I feel like that should be the case for everybody. Like, I can't sit back comfortably and say people of the military who are above who would make this decision. I don't know what these ranks are. I don't know what these titles are. But whoever is in control of this, I feel like that should be better evaluated through a lot of people because you have a lot of people that are probably in the military who are just who are in there with all types of backgrounds, all type of possible mental health issues or traumatic experiences, like, and they're all over the place in there. You know, like holding firearms, holding all types of weaponry, or doing stuff that is supposed to be for American soiled respectful mindsets. Like it just doesn't. It's weird that they just told a person who went above and beyond, past what he had to pass. he could not serve his country because of an experience that happened in his youth days. That's baffling to me. Like I can't believe that it would get to that point that they got that far back.
I know, and they were more interested of doing things right than doing the right thing.
Hmm. So like if you don't mind me asking, since that experience, I've gotten to know scale. So since that experience, I will say what I've seen from you seems like a kick in the ass for them doing what they did to you. So like, do you want to tell the audience exactly what you're like doing with your life now? Like, what are you trying to become at this point on, and like what brought you to this decision of what you're trying to do? Because I believe it's kind of like a kick in the ass. Like, hey, fuck you, military. I'm better and show you I'm capable. So like, what is it that you're now dabbling in the fields of? I believe what are doing now for your future career in this study.
I'm planning to be an NC game warden,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just want to tell you, going to I wait. My dad said that it has not been a complete waste of time, but in the back of my mind, I wished I would not have chosen that path if I knew that was going to be the result, because that process I went through was absolute hell. I mean, studying on multiple topics for the ASVAB, plus going through that medical procedure, it was all mentally draining, and all that
Yeah,
hard work I put into was for nothing.
yeah.
Man, Zach,
Don't let it
as your brother, I
go.
love you, and I am so happy for what that you have picked yourself back up despite that kick in the ass. And I think the game warden services, wherever state you're going to be, is going to get one hell of a guy. But
They
I
are.
do have. I do have okay for the people that are in. I want the higher ups to see this. This is when the lid's going to get blown off this thing. Okay, how fucking dare you go ahead and challenge my brother who has all the qualifications to join this country's service when you let dipshits like fucking Trump supporters storm the goddamn Capitol over a goddamn cult. You're going to have those people serve. Right. And now as higher ups, you're looking for people. He's volunteering and you can't even let him in. Either y'all need to get your fucking shit together. I don't care if you come raid me. Come at me, military. I swear. You are going to deny someone with all the qualifications that you guys made. And you're not going to give him a shot. But you're going to give these guys who shoot up schools and goddamn storm the Capitol, which has never happened in American history, ever. You guys let this happen. And again, if you guys have known me from the show, family and education, I've been stressed on. But this is something I will not accept. You guys maybe lost a soldier, but the game warden servers gained a new one. And then you're going to look back and go, damn, I wish we actually did. Too late now, motherfuckers. You guys are screwed in the hole. Screwed in the hole. So go ahead. That's why all these people are leaving your service anyway, because you guys suck. You guys absolutely take the shit. That's why I'm surprised Russia has not invaded this fucking country. And if it did, we would, as Jewish Americans, we'd be screwed. We're the first to go. So, to the higher officials of the U.S. military, all fucking branches, learn your evaluation doesn't mean shit. And y'all need to get some new people in there with better explanation. Because you guys are looking for liability for people who want to volunteer, and then the people that get in are fucking idiots anyway. That's why so many people, some of your fucking highest soldiers are stepping down. Because you know why? Because your commander-in-chief at the time is a goddamn orange prick. All right? But that's enough on that. I love you, Zach. We're blood to the day I die. Okay? But I'm not going to, I'm letting the higher officials know they can do whatever they want to me. They don't touch you.
Yeah.
Straight edge.
And I just wanted to share this before we get too close to ending. The time I've gotten to know Zach as an individual, I can strongly stand by this. Excuse me, the simple fact of saying if he were to be one of the 1%, because I believe that's what it is. I believe it's one of 1% of people who even get get the privilege, who meet those requirements, that are in the military. Like I think it's like the 1% of people and stuff like that. And it sucks to say, so he is one of the 1%. He just didn't have his opportunity, which sucks. And I hate that they stripped you from that, because I do believe you would have been one hell of a soldier. I would have definitely stand by you and say that. Like I think you would have been one hell of a soldier. But just like your brother said, the military may have lost one hell of a man, one hell of a soldier, one hell of an American trooper. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I do believe now, and the capability and the strength that you have taken and gaining to get up off your feet and be like, you know what, I'm not gonna let this beat me up. And that strength that you have gained is tremendously beautiful. So I stand by you as you go down this journey that you're going now. It looks like it has a really promising journey for you, and I look forward to see where it takes you. I know you definitely a very well hard-working man. I just can't wait to see where it takes you. So don't let that milestone like define who you are. It's one of those life lessons, and you just keep doing what you got to do to get to the top of where you're gonna get. So I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah,
I'm definitely proud of you.
but it's just I don't think those people understand because they don't know how it feels to work for something you want to do, and all that hard work goes to nothing. And
Yeah.
every time I go to bed, every single freaking night, I ask myself, why did they choose to do this to me? I
Holy
didn't.
crap.
I I did not choose to have ASD. It's a part of who I am. And if
Yeah.
they thought I can't handle military life because they think my mental behavior when I was 8 is going to happen again at the age of 20, no, sir. I have not gone to therapy or go I have not gone to therapy or taken medication for 13 years now. And I can do a lot of things that 99% of people with ASD cannot. I can take care of myself. I do not need round the clock care. I can socialize and work with other people, and I have leadership skills. That's all stuff that the military wants to have in an individual, but apparently they don't. I mean, people who are currently active military personnel storming the Capitol. I mean, is there something wrong with this, or are they just too, they are just too ignorant to realize it? That's what I call treason right there.
Yeah.
I hope you people at the higher ups of this military really listen to this. I really hope y'all do, and I hope to God some changes will be inflicted, because right now, the way we're going, hell, if our own fucking troops are storming the Capitol or God knows what else that these people are doing, then this country's going to be taken over by somebody.
Yeah.
It is,
And
but
before again, I just want to say one more thing. Just to put on what Zach had said earlier about like in a way of like, why? The biggest question I heard out of his statement was why this, why that, and sadly to say, brother, and I mean this with the utmost respect out of my heart. Um, the world is a crazy place. No matter how we look at it, the world's freaking insane, bro. It's just this craziness that we live in, right? And there's always going to be a why, and you may not always get the answer the way you want it or exactly how you would like to see it or hear it. But sometimes, and I hate to be that guy to say it like this, but that loss that you may have taken, even though you wanted it so badly, that loss you may have taken it and it hurt, it put you in a dark spot. But that loss can be the reasoning why you grow your success now with what you're doing now. I'm not going to take that away from you that you are upset. I would never strip the emotional atmosphere of what you are feeling and from that situation from you. I won't make you feel like you are not obligated to feel how you feel because you are entitled to have emotions. You are entitled to ask those questions. But like I feel like being that I have not gone through that, I obviously couldn't give you the answers. Being that there are people that what you're going through, they may not even be able to give you the answers. Sadly, the best we can be trying to look for those answers is with the military, but it's like they're not going to give us those answers, obviously. But I can definitely assure you that just because that life has went by as a spot doesn't mean there's not a light at the end of that tunnel, which is where you are now. You were in a dark spot, but realize where you are now and how successful you can be, and how intelligent you are from this new journey, this new career path. Understand what was once a dark spot now for you is a beautiful life lesson, and it's still teaching you, and you're definitely learning, and it's going to strive for greatness for you. So I
It's
just
their
want
loss.
I just want to inflict that on you. Like, understand the past is there for a reason. It's gonna hurt, but it's behind us for a reason. You have
Yes.
a fantastic future ahead of you, and I think the mind that you have, the personality that you are, is extremely beautiful and awesome. And I think you should just continue moving forward with what you got going on because I see greatness. Whatever they're missing out on, they're gonna have to miss out on. Because whatever greatness is coming knocking at your door, they're gonna look at it and be like, "Who's this man?" And when you speak out who you are, chest out and all, and they hear that grown battle cry of a man from working hard his life, they're gonna realize who the hell you are. So you keep pushing to let them know who you are. Don't give them the day of light. Just you keep pushing forward because you got this. You keep showing people that you're capable, and that's what you are here to do. Show them that you're capable. Keep pushing forward because you're doing good, and that's pretty much all I
Yeah.
want to say.
Yes, but also I'm not the only one who shared that same pain. And
Hmm.
I have a little article about somebody else who went through the same pain and disappointment that I did. He's an 18-year-old by the name of Tory Ridgway. This is an article that was written by his mother, and he was just like me. He wanted to protect and serve his country, but then again, it's that same ignorance that crushed his spirit. And I just want to read y'all a few extracts. Uh, Tory love Tory's love for aviation was born out of shadowing his dad, an aviation structural mechanic and a quality assurance senior chief for the U.S. Navy. Their their bonding built foundation of Tory's love for aviation and established his dream to want to follow in his father's footsteps and serve the country in the Navy. Same branch I wanted to go in. Uh, let's see what else. But then 2 months 2 months later, we received two letters, one from the Department of Navy Bureau in Medicine and Surgery, and the other from the Department of Defense Medical Examinations Review Board, stating that he did not meet established physical standards because of his disability. Then again, it's that same ignorance. They were interested of doing things right than doing the right thing. Uh, let's see. On August 23rd, 2021, it was then learned that if his waiver was approved because he was in the process of getting a medical waiver, that his career options would be limited to restricted line officer duties, meaning he could not pursue his dream career path due to his disability. Tory withdrew his medical waiver request and walked away from the fight for his NROTC scholarship. He earned the uniform he was so eager to wear. Can you believe this? This 18-year-old young man put his blood, sweat, and tears into a military career, but got denied because of that same damn ignorance I went through. I mean, Navy, he did Navy ROTC while in high school. Not many people with ASD can do that type of stuff because do you know how much work goes into doing both of those at the same time? Most people with ASD, they would just freak out, like they would go into a panic attack. But this young man was able to handle both of them, able to graduate and be selected for an NROTC scholarship of his college of choice. But he hung it up because he realized that he would be limited to strict line officer duties. So I was, and if Tori, and if you listen to this, you're not alone, man. I feel your same pain. But like Preston said, and my dad told me this too, it's their loss. And the warden service will be gaining a special individual who will know to keep the community safe. But and for those people at the higher ranks, they should all be damned.
Damn right.
Well,
Well, what
definitely
emotional.
salute you, brother.
We salute you in a different area, but I love you, Zach, as a brother, as bloodline. I love you. You know I have your back to the day I die. So
We may be different colors, but I love you, bro.